I asked you to send pictures of your fragrance collections, and we're going to be rating some of them here today and sharing them on the channel. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around, make yourself comfortable, and let's jump right in. Welcome everyone to the channel. I'm Eli with Common Sense. It is great to have you today, and I'm excited to take a look at some of your fragrance collections because I've been collecting for many years now in the fragrance game, and I love making content for you guys, but I want to engage more with you, and I want to see what stuff you have been collecting and some of the stuff that really just makes you happy to wear. And so today we're going to be looking at some of those fragrances. So this first fragrance collection that was sent to me was from Joseph Walker, and let's take a look at some of his fragrances. So we have quite a nice range of fragrances. It looks like you have some nice niche fragrances. You got some designer, you got some Jo Malone. Honestly, Beau de Jour is a highly slept on fragrance from Tom Ford. It is still a huge classic. You got Silver Mountain Water, I see. Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Gotta have Tarothi Blue in your collection. That one is absolutely fire for the summer. Looks like you also got some interesting fragrances. You got some Amir fragrances. This one, Tahitian Waters, is also super slept on. It is a wonderful, sweet, creamy fragrance, and it is probably one of the best 15 bucks that you can spend. Definitely a fragrance you want in your collection. You also got Eternal Oud back there. Really good collection so far. These are nice, and I like that you also have some travel decants because you gotta order some decants, save yourself some money, and see what actually works. Also got the Tommy Bahama. That one right there is just summer in a bottle. Honestly, you have some really good cheapies in here. Some of these are really slept on, and what's going on down here? Looks like you're just like me collecting all the summer editions of the bottles of CK1. Honestly, those are okay fragrances. I feel like they're pretty good freshies, but yeah, I feel like I'm slightly disappointed every time that I open one because I think it's going to be a little bit better than it really is. Oh, you got a classic discontinued fragrance, YSL YO Freisch. That one, hold on to that, my friends. That one is fire. This is a really solid collection. I do like that you have some Middle Eastern, you have some designer and some niche. And honestly, this is a solid 8 out of 10 fragrance collection. Honestly, I'm not really gonna like roast anything because a lot of these are amazing fragrances and everybody has wildly different budgets. But yeah, if I had to give this a rating like this, you got a nice variety, solid 8 out of 10. This next one comes from David Ortiz. He says, hey, how's it going? My name's David. I'm 20 years old. I've been collecting fragrances for about 2 years now. Oh my gosh, you've been doing this for 2 years and you've already amassed these now. Oh my goodness, I see already right here on this bottom right-hand corner, Cabo Coast by Barrett Fragrances. Hopefully I put you guys onto that fragrance. If you haven't picked out that fragrance, that is such an amazing fragrance for the summer. It is creamy. It just smells like a vacation in a bottle. It is so freaking good for about the 40 bucks that you spend. I also really like these fragrances here in the middle with like the different animals on the front. Those look pretty dang sick. So you got the Victorioso Intense, I think the black and the blue one in the back. Still haven't tried those. Let me know if those are any good. I also see the Swiss Arabian back there, the Shagaf Azrak. That one is also fantastic. I'm honestly shocked by some of your guys' collections. Like, these are amazing so far. We're only in the second one. Mont Blanc Individuel. That one is also a classic. Jeremy hyped that one up like crazy in the past, and it is still really good for the 20 bucks. I see you got Vintage Radio. That one is also really good. Ooh, now we're getting into some of my favorite territory, the niche fragrances. I also see you got Michael Malul Ocean Noir. That one is also fantastic. I don't see a lot of people talking about that one, but that one is just amazing. It's a freshie. It kind of reminds me of Blood of Chanel, but that one's really good. Oh man, you also got the Initio. Looks like you might have Atomic Rose. I can't really see what that says. And I'm assuming this one is Paragon in the back, but yeah, these fragrances are phenomenal for the price. You cannot go wrong with an Initio fragrance. Also got some Ahmed Al Maghribi. I've been covering some more Ahmed Al Maghribi fragrances recently, and those are indeed really great for the money. Oh man, you also got some solid designers in there. Prada Luna Rosa Carbon, still amazing for a fragrance. And of course, Yves Saint Laurent YO Freisch. Man, what is with that fragrance? Honestly, keep that fragrance again. I gotta say, that is a lot of fragrances in a short amount of time, but you picked some amazing fragrances, so gotta give you props to that, man. This one is also really good. I gotta say, this is a nice 8 out of 10. Got some designers, cheapies, and You got a nice bit of variety, my friend. This next one is from Gabriel. It looks like there's a couple pictures that they sent us. Here's what my collection looks like right now. It needs some reorganization and probably some downsizing. Honestly, don't we all? Okay, I see what you're doing here. You got the fragrance shelf in the closet. That's actually a really good place to keep your fragrances because it's dark, it's cool, and you know, that's gonna be a perfect place to let your fragrances macerate. And oh my goodness, you've got some variety. Oh my gosh. I love that you kind of have the two different sides of the shelves. You got the kind of darker Middle Eastern stuff on the left, and you also have some of the really nice kind of feminine fragrances on the right. That's a good way to store your fragrances, especially if you're in a relationship and yeah, you just want to like have a really nice, cool wall of scent. That's really cool. Man, there's like so many that we can just pick apart. Missoni Wave, that's a really good cheapie. Not one of my favorites, but I still think it's a great compliment getter fragrance. And honestly, this fragrance over here on the top right, the Latafa Fakar Rose, excellent fragrance for the ladies, and honestly I like to smell it, and I would even wear that myself because I love rose-based fragrances. Ooh, this one right here, Acqua Essenziale Colonia, that one is also really hard to get now. It's discontinued. It is such a good, amazing cheapie, and you also got some Ancre Noir fragrances, you got some Bentley. Man, actually you got quite the Penhallingtons collection. That is really impressive. Man, you also got the Alien fragrances. Those are also really, really nice, especially for the ladies. You got what looks like frozen eau de toilette. Hey, honestly, some of these cheapies are surprisingly good. I remember I bought a Star Wars fragrance one time and it smells really, really good. And I was quite surprised because it was like a $10 fragrance. Got some Bond No. 9, really amazing niche fragrances. You got some Parfums de Marly, more of the English Laundry, and I love, love, love that you have these Nabil fragrances. I haven't tried that one. I think that's the Mega Tier, possibly. But man, all those Nabil fragrances in this sort of black and gold fragrance line, these are so, so good. And honestly, again, Earth is one of my favorite ones. Oh, looks like you all, oh, there it is. You do have Nabil Earth. Okay, this is like the annex shelf. These are some really, really great fragrances. You know, I would say if you're looking to downsize, maybe some of the cheaper cheapies that you got when you first started collecting, maybe you can sell some of those off, but you got a really good variety. For here, I think I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. Awesome job, Gabriel. Now, FE Germany, oh my goodness, I absolutely love this woman. She makes some awesome fragrance content. She's always engaging with the videos, and I remember every time that she would comment on my videos, I would always give a smile. So shout out to you, FE Germany. I really appreciate it. You already know, Nabil Earth, I'm telling you, this is a stunner. And I remember you actually did check out this fragrance and were kind of thanking me because yeah, this one, it's really good. I still gotta try this black amber leaf fragrance. I have the ombre blue, but yeah, that one, it sounded like from your review that it was absolutely fantastic. So we gotta check that one out. Also got Infinity Rose, amazing fragrance, kind of similar to Atomic Rose and Parfums de Marly Delina. These also in the front are really good. Rifakat by Paris Corner, Barakat, Satin Oud, those are absolutely fantastic. I got Jealousy, oh man, that one is also a really good stunner. You got some really cool fragrances here. You got some nice Middle Eastern ones. Dolce Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense, that is an amazing fragrance, even the ladies version, and I still actually prefer that one to wear on my skin. I like the neroli and some of the orange blossom that they use in the women's version. In fact, I prefer that. Body Allude Amethyst by Latafa, that one, I did not typically love it all that much when I first reviewed it, but it has got so much better and I love it so much more now. Yeah, I honestly really appreciate these fragrances, and a lot of these the guys can wear as well, and again, a lot of fragrances are unisex. I think I'm also gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. Really good job. This next one is from David. David's from Hungary, loves what I'm doing, especially appreciates the weekly rotation series. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that because sometimes I don't necessarily know if what I'm doing is working, and sometimes I feel like it can get a little bit boring just doing the same kind of rotation. So that's why I try to spice it up and do themes throughout the weeks, but I really do appreciate that you enjoy this, so thank you for that feedback. Oh man, gotta give you props for the presentation here. This looks really nice. Looks like you got a nice backdrop, nice clean linen of some sort on the back, and man, I like that you also kind of have a nice color variety in here. This is really nice. Givenchy Gentleman Society, that is a beautiful fragrance. I see you also have Gentleman, the Eau de Toilette Intense. That one is also really nice. Those are nice iris-based fragrances. I think Society has a little bit of cocoa in there, and Le Mail Le Parfum. fantastic. That is a 10 out of 10 fragrance. Probably one of the best designers that you can pick up. Impact, Blue Electrique, Prada Luna Rosa Black. That is probably the best one that you can get out of all of them. Man, you got some good fragrances here. Mont Blanc Explorer, really mass-pleasing, similar to Creed Aventus, but way more mass-pleasing, even in my opinion. I think it's fresher. I think it smells better than Creed Aventus. Also got the Zara Ocean, some other Zara, and again, Zara makes some amazing fragrances. I've done a ton of videos based off of that. Yeah, they make some fantastic, just low-budget fragrances that are really high quality. Really like the presentation here. Honestly, this is a really nice, well-rounded fragrance collection. You got some nice variety. I think this is a good size fragrance collection. I don't necessarily know if you need to go any higher than this. You know, it is very easy to start amassing a ton of fragrances, but I think this is a good size. You got some variety, you got some designer, you got all seasons covered. I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10 simply because of the size and again, the variety of fragrances. This is kind of all you need, so good job on that one, David. This next one is from Alias. So Alias started collecting a little over a year ago. He says his cousin is at fault for this. Loving the journey though, love the videos, and my collection is awesome. Thank you so much, Alias. I really, really appreciate that. So let's scroll down and see your collection. Honestly, you started off really nice with some great fragrances from the Middle East. You got Club de Nuit Intense Man Parfum, the limited edition. I've heard that one's really good. Sapil, oh man, Sapil Bound. That is a great Armani Code Profumo alternative. It's really cheap and it gets better as it ages. Oh yeah, now this is what I'm talking about right here. You got the Mancera fragrances. Those are so, so good. I'm not quite sure which fragrances those are, but yeah, they are amazing. Ooh, you also got one of the niche fragrances. I think that's Pizza, I wanna say. I also heard really great things about that one. Got some of your cheapies down here. You got the classics, you got CK1, still a really good fragrance. Also liking these little samples down here. Again, it's important to have those in your collection. Invicto 259 Leyenda. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I would spray that one on your skin. I'm just kidding. I've never heard of that brand before, so maybe you got some gold right there. Hello, we're also looking at this Amouage presentation. I'm curious to see what you got in there. If you're watching this, let me know down in the comments. I wanna know what that Amouage bottle is. Alias, you also have some really good fragrances in this collection, and again, really nice variety, and I feel like I'm gonna say that for a lot of these, but yeah, this is a nice collection, especially for just starting this journey a little over a year ago. Man, you got some bangers in there, you got some stunners, and I would honestly just settle down for a little bit because you got some good stuff. I don't necessarily know if you need a whole lot more than this, but yeah, gotta give you props for this collection. Really good so far. I'm gonna give that one a good 7 out of 10. This next one is from Alias. Honestly, love the name, Eli, Alias, you already know what's up. I've included my tier list of my fragrances so you can have a better look at the bottles. Man, I appreciate you for making this because seeing some of these ratings, I love seeing these on the fragrance subreddit and I think some of the Middle Eastern fragrance subreddits because it really helps me to narrow down some of the stuff that I talk about on this channel. We're gonna look at that in just a second. Looks like you got French Avenue Mirage. I still need to try that one. Royal Blend, heard amazing things about that one. Really nice Angel Share Twist. Man, I am loving these bottles down here from Paris Corner. I still need to check those out. Those look really, really cool. Check off Oud Tonka and Ozrock. Amazing fragrances. You gotta have those in your collection. Man, you got some really interesting niche fragrances in here. These are some of the newer releases, and I have a feeling like you've also been checking out Munib's channel because I feel like he talks about these pretty frequently. I do see that you have the Ahmed Al Maghribi. I think this is the Kaaf. Yeah, Kaaf, K-A-A-F. That one is also a really, really nice Percival twist. That one smells really, really nice. And it does kind of remind me of Fierce by Abercrombie & Fitch, but it smells like a more niche version of that. So yeah, that is a great fragrance. Latafa Al Nashama, that one is also really good. Assad back there. Whew. Yeah, you got some good fragrances. I'm excited to try the Liquid Brune. I do have the blue one that I still need to review. Needs macerating before full judgment. I love that. It's like you get the full judgment once it's finally just settled down. Yeah, I'm curious also to try some of these cocktail ones down here, the green and the blue one. I've heard semi-good things about them, but I really want to try that blue one. Yeah, I like the presentation here. You have a nice clean white bookshelf. Yeah, this is a really good collection. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Actually, scratch that. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10 because you included this little sheet right here. I appreciate your thoughts, and yeah, I'm curious to try some of those. So great job, Alias. I didn't realize how many submissions I had talked about in this recording, and the original recording was about an hour long. So to honor your guys' time, I'm gonna break this down into 2 parts, and the next part is gonna be released very shortly. So check out that video next. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'm Eli with Common Sense, and until the next time, bye-bye.